For a show already defined by secrets hidden beneath rugged desert soil, Blind Frog Ranch has a way of creating new mysteries before the last one is even close to solved. From strange metals to underwater caverns to the unnerving sense that something ancient is watching, the Discovery series has spent years building a reputation as one of reality TV's most unpredictable thrill rides. Yet lately, one puzzle has fans tilting their heads more than the usual glowing artifacts or impossible sonar readings. It isn't buried treasure or Aztec tunnels this time. It's something far simpler, yet oddly unsettling: the missing letters on the Ollinger's trusted boat. What seems like a tiny detail has aggressively captured the fandom's imagination, becoming its own mini plotline in online discussions. The boat, often seen drifting across murky waters as the team searches for entrances to hidden caverns, has become a character in its own right over the past few seasons. Viewers know its silhouette, its role in exploration, and its critical importance in investigating the underwater anomalies around the ranch. But now something about it seems off. Some letters disappeared from its name. Others look altered. And in a world where even the smallest detail might connect to a larger mystery, fans are convinced this change means something. The speculation began innocently enough. A few screenshots circulated on social media showing the boat's identification marker with conspicuously missing letters. In earlier episodes, the letters were crisp, clearly stenciled, and consistent. Recently, however, something looked unfinished, as though the name had been partially removed or eroded. Some characters looked faded. Others appeared to be different sizes, and a portion of the marking looked like it had been scraped away on purpose. It might have been forgettable, if it weren't Blind Frog Ranch, the show where nothing is ever brushed off as accidental. Almost immediately, fans began dissecting the images with the same intensity the Ollingers reserve for underground anomalies. Some insisted the boat names were changed to hide information related to permits and registration. Others suggested the letters had been deliberately blurred for privacy. And of course, there were theories hinting at something more dramatic, something that could connect to either a new storyline or an off-screen event producers haven't yet acknowledged. To understand why even missing boat letters hit differently on this show, it helps to appreciate the environment where these mysteries unfold. Blind Frog Ranch absolutely thrives on secrets wrapped inside secrets. On screen, viewers have seen subterranean caverns mapped with military-grade sonar, unusual metals recovered, and ancient markers pointing toward lost civilizations. Off-screen, the area itself is surrounded by folklore older than any of the show's cast members: stories of Spanish miners, Aztec refugees, vanished gold shipments, and more than one cursed cavern. So when fans see something as unusual as letters vanishing from equipment that has been used since Season 1, they take it seriously. After all, the ranch's entire reputation is built on the idea that every tool, every rock, every shadow matters. One of the most compelling fan theories proposes that the missing letters were removed due to legal changes in the show's operations. The boat is often used in areas where permits are more complicated than filming on land. Outdoor exploration requires strict identification markers, especially when entering waterways connected to protected environments or historical sites. Some viewers believe the missing letters could signal a change in ownership or registration, something production may not be ready to discuss openly. Since the boat appears to be the same vessel used in earlier explorations, its altered markings make the theory both plausible and intriguing. Others believe the missing letters point to modifications made behind the scenes. The boat has been through a good deal of rough work, dragged across mud, lowered into caverns, and battered by unpredictable currents beneath the ranch. Fans who keep track of its condition argue that the letters may have simply peeled off over time. But even these practical voices admit there's something visually odd about the newer lettering. Some pieces look freshly applied, almost as if the logo was replaced but not finished. Many interpret this as evidence the boat underwent repairs or repurposing between seasons. But then there is the theory that has electrified the community the most: the idea that the missing letters are a breadcrumb intentionally planted by producers. In the Blind Frog Ranch fandom, the idea that the show is hinting at something deeper is always the most exciting possibility. Viewers note that the production team has previously embedded small clues into props, maps, and equipment. Even insignificant items have turned out to be relevant in later episodes. Why wouldn't the boat be the same? In this version of the theory, the altered lettering connects to a plotline that is either upcoming or currently unfolding, one involving new discoveries underwater. The boat has always served as the team's gateway to the most mysterious parts of the ranch. The caverns that seem to shift, the water that runs colder than expected, the channels littered with signs of human activity predating modern records. Fans suspect the boat's changes could be linked to new technology or new routes the team is exploring. With rumors swirling about what was found in deeper, previously inaccessible caverns during recent expeditions, speculation becomes easy to justify. Some viewers even connect the missing letters to the show's theme of concealment. If the boat's name is tied to something related to the newest expedition, such as a location or code, then removing it may be preventing fans from decoding the surprise early. Blind Frog Ranch is known for keeping tight control over spoilers, and this would hardly be the strangest method of misdirection the team has used. A particularly imaginative corner of the fandom proposes that the missing boat letters were removed as part of an attempt to avoid drawing attention to a new research vessel. According to this theory, the team may be quietly preparing a second boat, one designed not merely for transport, but for advanced scanning or submersion. The missing letters, in this case, are a visual cue that something is being phased out while something else is being introduced. Fans leaning into this theory imagine a sleek craft equipped with radar, upgraded sonar, or robotic diving equipment, enabling the team to penetrate deeper into the underwater systems that have become a focal point of the show. This idea surged in popularity following recent imagery, showing Chad Olinger hauling equipment often used in deep water geological studies. Though these clips reveal no new boat directly, they have encouraged viewers to imagine that more elaborate underwater strategies are coming. While some theories focus on logistics, others dive straight into the supernatural elements that make Blind Frog Ranch so addictive. According to more paranormal-leaning fans, the missing letters are symbolic, perhaps linked to the belief that the ranch itself has influence over the environment. After all, the series has showcased countless mysterious phenomena: magnetic anomalies, strange underwater currents, and unexplained discharges from natural openings in the rock. Fans who buy into the mystical or spiritual aspects of the ranch's lore suggest the deteriorating letters may reflect the corrosive nature of the area. If strange energy affects metal and machinery, why not decals or paint? Even skeptics admit that equipment failure at the ranch often exceeds what would be considered normal. Boats stall without explanation. Sonar readings distort. Metals show corrosion inconsistent with their age. When viewed through that lens, missing letters don't seem quite so mundane. Yet underneath the excitement, there is a quieter and more grounded reason fans care about the missing letters. The boat is more than a prop. It symbolizes the journey the cast has taken. A lot has changed since the first season. The team members have dealt with injuries, financial strain, emotional setbacks, unexpected breakthroughs, and harrowing near misses. Their boat, scuffed, patched, familiar, is a visual reminder of how far they've come. Anything that alters its appearance becomes an emotional marker of transition. Whether the letters vanished through wear and tear or deliberate action, their absence feels like an omen, a sign that something is shifting, a hint that a new arc is beginning. Season after season, Blind Frog Ranch builds suspense from elements other shows would ignore. A bent metal bar becomes the clue to an ancient culture. A sonar reading becomes a gateway into the unknown. A simple map turns into a treasure hunter's roadmap. Now, a missing piece of lettering has joined the list of objects elevated from mundane to mysterious. That is the true magic of Blind Frog Ranch, and what keeps its fans endlessly theorizing. The show has trained viewers to interrogate everything, to look for patterns, and to expect significance in even the smallest details. Whether the missing boat letters turn out to be important or not, the fervor surrounding them captures what makes the series so effective. The ranch transforms curiosity into narrative energy. It invites the audience to join the exploration. And so, the mystery continues floating across the cold waters of the ranch's underground world. Perhaps the missing letters are merely the result of sun, water, and time. Perhaps they were peeled away during maintenance. Or perhaps they mark the beginning of a new adventure the team has yet to reveal. Until the show addresses the change directly, or gives fans a new mystery to chase, speculation.